Good evening to you. He says he's expressing his Christian beliefs. Others accuse him of prejudice. A former magistrate who was laid off because of comments he made about same-sex parents during an adoption hearing has now also lost his job on the board of an NHS trust in Kent after 20 years in the role.
Richard Page said he thought it was better to have a man and a woman as parents and says he has the right to express his personal beliefs. He now plans to take legal action against both his former employers. Sarah Saunders has the story.
Richard Page lost his job twice for comments about same-sex couples, which have been called biased and prejudiced. He says the people who dismissed him are biased and prejudiced against his Christian beliefs.
I believe in what God says and what Scripture says. I think the government and society is specifically being very, very anti-Christian.
He was sacked as a Kent magistrate after saying he thought it was better if a man and a woman were parents at an adoption hearing for a same-sex couple. And then barred from his job as an NHS financial director in Kent because it felt his comments could undermine the confidence of patients.
As a magistrate, my legal requirement was to do what was best for the child. And to me, one man, one woman is normal for bringing up a child.
You took a personally held belief into a legal realm. And the law is unambiguous. You cannot discriminate against same-sex couples.
That's what they were saying, but as I said, my legal requirement was what is best for a child.
The Kent and Medway NHS and Social Care Partnership Trust said, "We take equality and diversity very seriously. We came to the decision that Mr Page's comments could potentially impact the confidence of patients, and for that reason we suspended him."
I feel that they were using something that was happening completely outside, and it didn't affect any of the decisions I was making at the NHS.
Mr Page is now taking legal action against the Trust and similar legal action against the Secretary of State for Justice for his dismissal as a JP, both on the grounds of religious discrimination.
He believes that children do best with a mum and dad. He holds that belief. It's a belief that millions of people hold. Is the NHS Trust really going to say that that's a viewpoint that can't be held?
Family counsellor from Benenden, RAFAEL DUPRE, is one of two fathers to two little boys.
As you say, as a normal mother and father, there is no normal mother and father. I think parenting is about providing a child with love, care, attention, warmth, security. And if it's not for the parents and for the children, we don't want children to feel like they are not equal.
All men are equal in the eyes of the law, and Mr Page's employment tribunal should be heard early next year. Sarah Saunders, ITV News, Headcorn.